Hi guys, I've got a short video to share with you. I was playing Mad Scientist in the kitchen again. A couple days ago, I saw on Barbara 49 Dragonfly's YouTube channel, she used red cabbage to dye her papers, and she got a really cool blue. Well, of course, you know it meant me too. I have to try it out. So when I went shopping yesterday, unfortunately, Aldi didn't have fresh red cabbage, but they had these packages of it. Well, it's actually ready to eat. And they were on sale, so I thought, okay, let's give it a try. And I also grabbed up a jar of red beets. I thought I'll try them since I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen. So I want to share my results with you because I was just really surprised that basically ready-to-use products could be used. I was really surprised how well they worked. I also cooked an avocado since I had an avocado that we ate. Can't show you it because we ate it. So I made some avocado paper. I did the red cabbage and I did the beets. And I'll give a quick explanation on each of them. But this is the colors I got. Isn't that like super cool? I would have never guessed it would have turned out like that. Before I show you all the papers, let me move this out of the way. I have you on my table with an old towel. That's how I dye my papers in this wintertime in the house. The reason I want to show you this is because I was really surprised about the how the colors looked and how they dried. I cooked one fresh avocado, the shell and the pit, and one frozen one. And I cooked them in about, I don't know, a cup and a half of water. I even threw in a little bit of vinegar and salt, and don't ask me why, I just did it. And I let it cook for a good half an hour. And I was really surprised. This time I got a lovely colors of paper. I did the same with the red cabbage. Since I didn't have fresh red cabbage like Barbara, I just took this bag, dumped it in a pot, and added maybe 1.5 cups of water and some salt and vinegar also. Don't know why. Vinegar's probably in here. And I let both of these cook for about a good half hour while I was cleaning the kitchen. The red beets I did today, and since my husband wants to eat the red beets, I just took the juice out of the jar, put that in the pot with a few red beets. You see there's not many missing. And I let that cook for about 20 minutes to half an hour. And as you see, my avocado water turned out like this sludgy red. We all know that one. And the red beet, of course, turned out red. No surprise there. But I thought the red cabbage would have been blue like the paper. Instead, it turned out a really dark red. So, and that's why I'm going to show you this, so you're not surprised like I was when I was spraying my papers that it was coming out, it was pink. Okay, first I'm going to do a little avocado. We all know this. And then I'm going to do the red cabbage. Oh, let me cover up some of this. And as you will see, it's pink. And my red beet. The sprayer needs to be cleaned. Okay. Let's just spread it around a bit. Don't have my rag here. I'm going to put this aside and we're going to let it dry. And when it's dry, it should come out looking like this. This pinky purpley color of the red cabbage will turn to a lovely blue. Okay. Now let me show you my results. This is the avocado, and we all know avocado paper. I'm sure everyone has made these. But this time, I was really surprised how lovely the colors turned out, like an old Victorian rose color. Usually they're much paler when I do it, but I don't know, maybe I cooked it longer than normal. In here, I made some using the placemats. I have a video how I use the plastic placemats to create papers. I'll try to put a link in below. But you see, these ones I thought were really cool. Oh, on these ones I had added a little coffee to my mixture. And this one I did, let's see, let me grab. This one, and I did on recycling printer paper. And all the rest, they're all done on normal printer paper. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive, just cheap old printer paper. But I wanted to show you what it looks like on recycling printer paper because it's more beigey brown. And here we have one where it has all kinds, I think I just sprayed everything that was left over. And I find that's quite cool. So that's the avocado. And then here came the really surprising one, the red cabbage. It created this cool, I don't even know what color to call that, antiquish, bluish, grayish color. And here it is on recycling paper. And we have here again on through some of the stents, placemats. Yeah, I got some new placemats at this store called Action. See, this is what I used on that one, and then I had this other one I had purchased, and I'd also purchased this plastic tablecloth they had, and I just cut it into a smaller size. Oops. And this is what that created these designs. I always find that so interesting and cool. And this, I was really surprised how pretty it turned out. Oh, and here I did it with, added some coffee to it so it wouldn't be so monotone. And more with coffee. Aren't they just lovely? This is with coffee and walnut. Walnut water. Last year I made walnut water from the shells, outer shells of the walnuts. More. Yeah, as you see, I had a hard time stopping. Coffee. These I thought were quite lovely. Remind me of old leather. And more. Oh, and then here I did a couple with the avocado water added to it so that it would be, I don't know, I was experimenting. So that was those. And then these are the red beets. As you can see, the red beets have a different shade than the avocado. This is the old rose color, and this, or antique rose color, and this is more pinky, like girly pink. But I found they turned out quite cool too. You know, we like to, these would make great for collages, ripping them up, stamping on them, or just pages in the journal. I can print stuff on the back, or I can just use it for writing space. Here it is with the recycling paper. And more with the, oh, and this one I thought was a cool surprise. It must have been yesterday when I did the red cabbage water with the placemat. I must have forgotten to clean it. And this morning when I went to do the red beets, I just placed it on the paper and sprayed. And obviously there was still some of the red cabbage water on it. And it created this, which I thought was quite fun and cool. And a little mixture of everything. So those are my experiments from using red cabbage and red beets, and of course avocado. And as we can see, this isn't dry yet, but you can see it's turning blue. And I found that really fascinating, especially when it runs in here. Oh, also I like to take, and so it's not so monotone, this is my walnut. I will spray some of that on there to add a little interest. And there. Now I just have to let that dry. I hope this inspired you that sometimes things in our kitchen cupboard can turn into lovely papers for our journals. And till next time, Tschüss.